Righty guys, so tool shed here in New Zealand, they've gone away from these models, and there might be a reason why, I think. So this is the regular one they've had in here. It's had starter issues that's plagued all the way through its life. So these are both about 5 years old. That's my father's one. He doesn't really need it anymore. And that's the one that we've had in here, and it's constantly, every 12 months, shit a fucking starter, and that makes it fucking hard to start, or it stops starting. Like it'll try and then it kicks out, and it won't start anymore. So I dragged this down here a while ago. Like I'm not down here very often. Unfortunately, it's a bit dirty around here from fucking cutting up wood and shit. But anyway, yeah, I've just been using this as a bit of a backup, just until I get a chance to get this one sorted. And now this one's shit a cylinder. You can see it's got really hot, and this is falling out. And yeah, it's not even drying now on the cylinder. Yeah, like it's absolute pain in the ass. But like that hasn't done a heap of work. For the first year, maybe two, it did a wee bit. You know what I mean? Not a lot. But the old man's basically been not being able to do anything for the last 3 years. He's now in a home. It was just used occasionally, just to pump up the odd tire or whatever, you know what I mean? But like that's been used reasonably regularly for probably about 4 years. But just about dead on the button every 12 months, it would stop firing it up. You know what I mean? Because I was in here most days working on old shit. Yeah, and it's been okay, but it's just like plagued with that stupid problem. But yeah, now like, that's died as well. So like I'm down to one cylinder and that won't start. And I actually dragged that out of the old man's shed to see if I could get that to fire up, because that was what we had before. That's just what he had before, just as a little compressor, just to do stuff. But it stopped working about the time that he got that. Well, that was the reason he got that, because that stopped. But I think again it's just a starter issue. But that was like fucking 16 years old. You know what I mean? Sorry, it was like at least 16 years old, and it's still free. I think it's still free. Yeah, like it's still pumping. It's probably a starter issue. But we just thought, oh well, it wasn't big enough. So the old man got that, because a bit bigger tank and twin cylinder, so it would do most things he wanted to do. Blow a little bit of paint on the odd thing every now and again, like a motorbike tank or whatever. And that's why I got that one. I thought, oh, it's a triple, way bigger tank, and it should do the job what we need to do. That's about as big as you can get before you go to away from single phase, if you know what I mean. But yeah, it's fucking not very good either. So I don't know, really disappointed with these tool shed ones. Like they come with a 3-year warranty, but like I reckon if you're using that every day, it wouldn't have lasted 3 years. And that one's just been plagued with that fucking starter issue. Just you get to about 12 months and it would shit itself. Like it's been in the shop 3 times. Yeah, and just kind of, because I wasn't here all the time, because I was working at a regular body shop fixing commercial trucks and bits and pieces like that, I hadn't really got around to sorting it out, if you know what I mean, because I'm just busy working and don't have the free time to run around as much anymore. But yeah, like sometimes you buy what you can afford and what you can do. Like a bigger one would be fucking nice, but also it comes to all of a sudden we're gonna put 3-phase in a shed, and there's no 3-phase here. You'd have to wire it in, which is just a pain in the ass too, you know what I mean? So, yeah, just disappointed. It's a fucking pain in the ass, you know what I mean? Like that hasn't had a lot of use at all. Like probably a quarter of what that's had, or even less, maybe a fifth or a sixth. Like it's done bugger all work really, but like in the last wee while, it's done a wee bit of work in here, but I'm not here every week or every night or anything like that, because I don't live here. But yeah, just a pain in the ass. Like now I've got fucking thread dead compressors basically, Like that's barely holding on, but just a pain in the ass. Anyway, yeah, I wouldn't recommend going buy one, especially one of these black ones. Maybe the new ones that are red might be better. I hope. One of the guys at work actually just bought one to doing a bit of body work at home. But yeah, hopefully he has better luck than these fucking two anyway.